everyone, this is Billy. Well, I just got a message from Cabot Blue Hill, and he asked me if I could, share to you my books. So in this video, I will share you my books and my travel, by the way. Well, I've wrote 4 books. They're all in French though, okay? I've got to tell you guys, they're all in French so far. Okay, so let's go with the first one. Okay, the first one called On the Road Towards Alaska. Well, this is the first book that I wrote. I'm talking about when I was 21 years old. Because this book is about my travel. It's a travel log. It looks like, Into the Wild, like I'm pretty sure you've seen a movie or you read about the book of John Kukar. Johnny the one, Johnny boy. So it really looks the same. It's like it's a guy, myself, when I was 19 years old. I left Quebec with $800 in my pocket and I traveled across Canada and all the way to Alaska. It was this trip that changed my life. If I'm here today, it's just because I did this trip. I almost died many times on this travel. Well, my mom didn't like reading it, and I can understand her. But but I have really had to do this travel because I was a guy, who wanted, to see the world. I was a guy who had a lot of energy. And I wasn't at school. I didn't like too much school. The second one, it's when I was 23 years old. I went in Europe with no money at all, which is called 16 country, 3 months and 1 cent, 1 penny. So, and this is true. Actually, I got sponsorship for the airplane ticket, for my insurance, and I travel all across Europe without any money in my pocket. Not at all, not even a credit card. So yeah, and I did it, that was 3 months. I worked, I did some volunteers in Italy, I worked in Chamonix, I met people, along the way. If I did this trip, it's just because I wanted to prove that there is good people anywhere in the world. Fraternity, it does exist anywhere in the world. The third book that I wrote, it's called The Klondike Gold Rush. It's about 500 miles on the Yukon River on the raft. So I did it. I did also a hike that the Klondikers, the prospector back in the, we're talking about 1898. So that was, more than 100 years ago. There was a very famous gold rush in Alaska, but mostly it was in the Yukon, the Klondike, which is now Dawson City. So the Klondike, actually, it's come from the name Klondike, which it's a Hans name for a river, so which it flows in Dawson City, Yukon. So the Klondike, actually, this is not in Alaska. This is mostly in the Yukon, Canada. So the last one, it's called On the Step of the Knights of Malta. And well, this book, it's, I was dressed, period clothes, talking about the 14th century, and I walk from northern Italy all the way to Jerusalem, which is about 1,000 miles on foot. Well, right now my dream is just to write one in English about my stories, about living in the bush for a year here. I've got so many ideas in mind, but I'm just waiting for 10,000 subs. So yeah, after that I will start writing this book. So this is my other dream. I will see, but I would love sharing all of these adventures that I've lived my life to you guys. So well, we'll see, I guess. So far I still have what, about 3,000 to go now? So it will come very fast. If you can help me out, to share my videos to your groups or to your you know, to your friends, well, it will help me out to get that 10,000. And after that, I will be in big trouble because I will have to write this book. Okay, so that was, you know, my 4 books that I wrote and some of my adventures that I lived. I've lived many more, but this is some of them, you know, big expedition that I did. Well, I hope you answered your question, my friend, and hope you enjoyed the video. Again, so that was Billy. Live your passion, live the adventure. See you next time. Bye.
Well, and now I encourage you to watch 2 other videos that I did. I like adventure, you know all guys, and I was, by myself for about 5 days alone, and just testing, my shelters. And the first video, it's about, me building my shelter. This is the most popular one. People really like this one. And the other one is just roof beef, that was just fun, cooking roof beef in the wild. So, see you next time for more fun. Bye.